Hi, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Bake Mindfully. So, today's episode is really special because one of you guys has requested the video, and that is what kind of ingredients can we find in the Indian market for vegan baking. And now that's a really good question because when we want to start vegan baking, it's kind of confusing what kind of ingredients to start with. We think that we need a replacement for everything in baking that we've done up till now, but it's really not like that. When I started out, I also had the same confusion. Over time, you just get used to replacing a few ingredients and you just need a few replacements, and today I'm going to show you which ones you exactly need. So let's start with a really obvious one, milk. So in place of dairy milk, we are going to be using soy milk. So soy milk is something that I prefer to use because it is really easy in replacing dairy milk in almost all the recipes. I don't think soy milk doesn't work in any of the recipes. So I would recommend to start with soy milk. I know there are a few people who think that soy is a bad ingredient, but it's really not. I mean, there is no proven theory as such about the hormones, and it's just a study that is still going on. So there is no proven research about soy. And honestly, there are so many studies going on about different kinds of things. So if you want to start into vegan baking, I would recommend that you start with soy milk because it's the easiest replacement to dairy milk. And now we go on to the next ingredient, which is cream. So when it comes to cream, you have two options. You have coconut cream as an option, or you have this rich whipped topping. So now the difference is that coconut cream can get a little expensive if you're looking to bake regularly. And this is obviously the cheaper option. This is directly the whipping cream. You just have to make it liquid and you have to whip it, so it works exactly like a normal whipping cream. But it's got palm oil. So I do not like palm oil because that is the exploitation of animals and I prefer not to use it. So if you are looking to replace cream in ganaches or in mousses or anything that you're looking to replace fresh cream with, you can go with coconut cream. And I also have a recipe for making your own homemade cream which does not include any palm oil, which is available in my course, which you'll find on the link below. The next one is super important, and that is chocolate. So I use Van Houten chocolate now, and that's a really good replacement for any kind of milk containing chocolate like dairy milk or Kit Kat, whatever you were eating as a non-vegan. But this chocolate is a Kuwacha chocolate, and honestly Kuwacha is really important, guys, because that is the real chocolate. If you are low on budget, then of course you can use Morley chocolate, which is a compound chocolate, but it's seriously compromising on the taste. And if you're just baking for yourself, then please use a good quality chocolate. Now I'm recommending Van Houten because it's more budget friendly than all the other Kuwacha chocolates available in the market. It's around 550 for 1 kg, so I think it's not that expensive. And the one that I really like to use is Calabo because Calabo gives me a finish which is needed in tempering chocolates and making really smooth ganaches, so I prefer Calabo. Other than that, you have the homegrown Indian brands like Navi Lunar, Mason and Co, and there are so many others, Clear chocolates. You just have to look up online and you'll find them. Another thing that is commonly asked is how to replace fat. So for fat, we have a couple of options. That is, you can replace it with oil, butter, or homemade natural nut butters. So I use coconut oil a lot in my baking, and it works well in a lot of the recipes. And if you are looking to replace fat, then I would suggest that you start with coconut oil, and of course you're going to get the coconutty taste, but you also get a deodorized coconut oil which is without any smell and taste of coconut. and it's wonderful. I have used it a lot of times, but you don't find it very easily in India. But if you do get your hands on it, then I would recommend that you start using deodorized coconut oil. Other than that, you have your natural nut butters like peanut, almond, hazelnut, etc. But honestly, it gets expensive over time, and of course, it lends its own taste to whatever you're making. Another thing that people generally use are margarines, but I would never recommend margarines to you because they are literally crap. They are hydrogenated and they contain lots of trans fat, which is really bad for your health and leads to a lot of coronary diseases. So I would not recommend that you don't use any margarine, but you can make your own butter at home, and if you want, I can show you a simple recipe for making butter at home. So that's the fact. And other than that, for the other ingredients like sugar, flour, baking soda, it's the same. It's really the same. I am not trying to make this video simple, but honestly, these are the only replacements that you need. These are the only things that I use for vegan baking especially. And other than that, I have been baking before I became vegan, and all of my ingredients have remained the same except for these 3-4 replacements. And yes, before I forget, if you are also making things like entremets and jellies and have been working with gelatin, then you have an option of using agar agar. And there's one really good company called Meron who makes really good substitutes for agar, for gelatin. I'll show you one of their products. It's called Wonder Gel, and it works a lot like gelatin. It's so easy to use, and it works amazingly well in place of gelatin, and the mouthfeel and the texture is the same. So yes, these are all the products that you can use in your vegan baking. I think all in all, I literally have recommended just 5 replacements to you. And if you are a total beginner into baking itself and you don't know where to start, then I have a really good checklist for you, which will give you the checklist for the equipment that you need to start with and the ingredients, and you just have to go over to the page and download it. So I'll link that below for you if you think a checklist will make your life easier. And that's it. So thank you for asking me to make this video. I hope it was informative for you. And if you think that you have any more questions or you want to know something more specific in detail, then please leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And also thank you so much for suggesting for making this video, because it really helps for me to know what kind of content you guys want to know about, so that I can help the best I can. So do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And also now I'll be uploading videos every Tuesday and every Saturday, so that there's more content for you to watch. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next episode. Like, comment, share and subscribe, and don't forget to visit the website for the recipes.